franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass. Currently ranked. NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running.
And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 70. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Giants 7, Cowboys 0. Brandon Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Left side to Lamb. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. 2nd and 10. Now Jones. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing Jones. And that will be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. That O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. On play action, Prescott.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
But that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
From the 24, Jones. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Barkley.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Off the bootleg. Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second down, Prescott.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
46.
To throw is Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
It got his man complete. A big play here for Dallas. 51 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
Prescott off play action. His throw incomplete.
The Cowboys at 6-5 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right.
That is caught. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
Oh, that's deep for Duvernay.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants are able to add on to that lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes our score 17-0.
Cowboys nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down.
That's good for a Cowboys. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Lamb in motion left.
On first and 10, Prescott.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Prescott.
Throw is caught by Schoonmaker.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
That is caught by Lamb.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb,
28 yards.
and the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. That's caught. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Chargers defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Again, it's Barkley. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Jones.
going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Okay, here we go.
Now Jones on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Jones now on first and 10. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Barkley inside handoff. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Jones.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley
with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
We're going to 54.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Prescott to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Vaughn. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That's good for the Cowboys. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Final play of the half. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marsh. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Here we go, 46, 46. Done. Hey, 47. 26.
Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Vaughn. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Go, get out there. 47.
A second down throw for Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On third down, it's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
At the 35-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, 46.
From the red zone now, Prescott flushed out right. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line.
Buried behind a line by Azeez Ojulari. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
4th down, Prescott. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
Kill. 47. 26.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Now, they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
3rd and 8.
Now Jones. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but he falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
Here's Watson.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marsh. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches. At the 30.
Now a give, right side. Marsh. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Marsh. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any. There he goes, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A big play there for the Giants. 54 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since.
On the option right, it's Jones.
And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Giants will add to their fourth quarter lead.
Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
31. Cowboys 21. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Hey, let's go get one. Let's go.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
Here's Jones to throw.
And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a success.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Come on, guys, pick it up.
Down to a knee, and the defense, they can't stop that clock. A couple more of those, and it's going to be victory.
Make me come down there.
Terrible, awful,
Son más malos que el veneno. Here we go.
Oh, defense, make us proud.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get three more. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with two remaining. We'll be back after this. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but